Good morning, ladies. It's Mr. O'Sullivan. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be solving linear equalities. Yesterday we learned more about how to graph our solutions on a number line and an interval notation and inequality notation. What we're going to be doing today is actually solving them by hand, then putting it in inequality, interval notation, and on a number line. So the learning target for today is I can solve an inequality by using the properties to solve an equation. Solving inequalities are just like solving an equation. However, if you multiply or divide by a negative number, the inequality sign must flip. And when I mean flip, it literally flips. Our first inequality we're going to be looking at is 4 times x plus 9 is less than or equal to 3x plus 45. The first thing we do is we always rewrite our inequality, just like that. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be solving this inequality for x. If you want, you can rewrite the PCVNA procedure to the left of your inequality, so PCVNA. I have to ask myself, do I have parentheses? Yes, I do, so I distribute. So I get 4 times x, which is 4x, 4 times 9, which is a plus 36, and that's less than or equal to 3x plus 4. 45, sorry. I now don't have any more parentheses, so I have to ask myself, can I combine like terms? I can't combine a 4x and a 36, and I can't combine a 3x and a 45. The next part of the solving inequality process, get your variables on the left-hand side. So what I'm going to do to get rid of my 3x is subtract 3x from both sides. My 3x's cancel, and I get 4x minus 3x, which is just x, plus 36, less than or equal to 45. All of my x's are on the left-hand side of my inequality. I now need to ask myself, can I get all my numbers to the right-hand side? You betcha. To get rid of my plus 36, I'm going to subtract 36. Subtract 36. And I get x is less than or equal to 9. And that's your final answer. So that's your answer in inequality notation. In interval notation, I'm basically going to actually skip that and go to my number line. When I say x is less than or equal to 9, if I were to graph that on a number line, I'd put my 9 smack dab in the middle. I would do a closed circle because it's less than or equal to. And my arrow is going to the left, so I'm going to shade to the left, just like this. And that's your final answer. In interval notation, let's look at our number line. We're basically ending at 9, so we're going to start at something and end at 9. And it's a closed circle, so I'm going to do my bracket around my 9. And I'm going all the way to the left of 9, so I'm hitting negative infinity. And that would be an interval notation. For our next example, we have 1 minus 4x less than 13. The first step always, rewrite your inequality. I now need to solve my inequality for x. So I rewrite my PCVNA procedure. I ask myself, do I have any parentheses? I don't. Can I combine any like terms? I can't. Are all my x's on the left-hand side? They are. Are my numbers on the right-hand side? They aren't. So I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides, subtract 1. And I get negative 4x is less than 12. I have all my numbers on the right-hand side. I now need to get rid of that attached number to my x. So to get rid of a multiply by negative 4, I'm going to divide by negative 4. Divide by negative 4. So I get x, a negative 3. And I said it before, that when you divide by a negative, the sign flips. So instead of it being less than, it's going to be greater than. And that's your final answer. So I'm going to do my number line first again. So I'm saying x is greater than negative 3. So if I draw my number line, put my negative 3 smack dab in the middle, and I put an open circle around it this time, and I shade to the right because that's the direction the arrow is going. So I'm including all values of x that are larger than negative 3, but can't be negative 3. So now when I do my interval notation, I start at my negative 3, And I'm going on forever and ever to the right, so it's a positive infinity. We always do parentheses for infinity, and since it's an open circle around my -3, I do another parenthesis. That's your final answer. That's how you solve a linear inequality. If you have any questions, email myself, Miss Townsend, or Miss Jimenez. Have a great day, ladies.